Hi, this is AP Stedham of AP As We See It in Atlanta, Georgia, live with the Ohio State Buckeyes. A very special guest, All-American center for the Buckeyes, Seth McLaughlin. Hey, Seth.
How you doing?
Great to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Seth, you had the unusual fortune of playing for two well-known blue blood programs, Alabama and Ohio State. I'm sure you get this question for the 1,000th time. This is the 1,001st. How is it to play for Alabama and Ohio State?
It's been a blessing. This is my third national championship game that I've been a part of, and praise to the Lord that He's put me in this position to be on these teams.
Yeah. Seth, did you ever think when you were a youngster growing up you'd be an All-American?
It was a dream. It was a dream. It kind of just leaves me speechless about having all those people believe in me and think I'm good enough to be an All-American, and it's just a tremendous blessing.
How is it to play for Ryan Day? For those who don't know him, what would you say? What are the stories you like to tell about him?
He's a player's coach. He's not afraid to take criticism. He's not afraid to be, collaborative. He's a great coach. He's an unbelievable coach. I can't say enough good things about playing for him, and I've got a ton of love for him.
You want to say something about your line coach as well?
Yeah, Coach Fry. I think Coach Fry is the best in the business. He's an absolutely tremendous coach, and he got a lot of crap earlier in the season, but he didn't deserve it. It was just on execution, and he's got our line playing really, really well, and he's got a lot of depth playing really, really well that not many other teams in the country could do.
You have a Nick Saban story, Nick Saban, some action you had on the field, off the field, something you'd like to tell people?
Not really. I can't really think of one off my mind, but if you sit me down, I can think about it for a few minutes. I got a ton of great Coach Saban stories, but I can't really think of one right now.
Seth, I always wondered, what is the difference, the SEC, the Big Ten, to have that competition? What did you see in your time at Alabama and Ohio State in the Big Ten, the SEC? Is there some differences?
Yeah, there was a few differences that I kind of picked up on. SEC, I thought there was a ton of talent, just raw talent that they'll be able to make plays on you if you give it to them. But in the Big Ten, there's a lot of just really, really good football players, and they both present different challenges, and it's both hard. But there's a ton of really, really good football players in the Big Ten that are very technically sound, and it was a really cool experience getting to see all those new stadiums and new environments after being an SEC guy my whole life.
Yeah, you have Caleb Downs with you?
Yeah.
And Julian Sand? I mean, is there still that bond?
Yeah. Same.
From Alabama?
Yeah, we've had a year together. Julian, we had a few weeks together. I don't even think shouldn't even call him a former Alabama transfer. Like, it's just he's a Buckeye. But yeah, me and Caleb had a year going into this year, and we got a lot of respect for each other.
Seth, what brought you from Alabama to Ohio State?
I really just needed a new place to really showcase what I could do and be the player who I thought I could become.
And you did?
Yeah. Thank God. Like, if you go somewhere and you don't get better, then you kind of just prove everybody right that had all those opinions about you. But Coach Day always says every time you go out there, you have a chance to prove somebody right and a chance to prove somebody wrong. And what are you going to do?
I see. Now you're looking at that Notre Dame team. Obviously, you're injured, you can't play, but you're partially semi-assistant coach, I guess. Yeah. What have you seen from Notre Dame and their defensive front set?
Yeah, they're really good defense. Their front's really disruptive, and the back end can blanket most of the guys that they played against. They've got a tremendous defense, and they got tremendous players, and it's going to be a real challenge for us. Yeah,
Howard Cross III, his dad played at Alabama. That would have been fun for you to play against him.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, he's a really good player.
Howard's a good player. He's an All-American like yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, but Seth, we want to thank you so much, and hey, congratulations to you, man, all your success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
This is AP Stedham with AP As We See It live in Atlanta, Georgia with the Ohio State Buckeyes, Senator Seth McLaughlin.